evening, and I thought what I would do is just show you my daughter's costume, and it's going to have a hard time focusing on me in this low light, isn't it? But maybe being fuzzy is okay if it's Halloween. Sort of adds to the effect, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll do a real short video tonight. Talk just a tiny bit about costume and candy. And then come back for a little true paranormal story. Okay? Hold on. Just 1 minute. All the kids came and went, and I don't have decorations this year. In previous years, we did really good ones. If you go back and look at last year's in my video list. So this year, I don't have any, because my interior decorator moved out. So instead, I'm going to have to show you the neighbor across the street's decoration. They have some nice orange lights, and they have that jack-o'-lantern thing there. We'll just zoom in, and if they see me doing this, they're going to think I'm a weirdo. But, you know, how is that going to be any different than how people think of me already anyway? Only kidding, folks. Okay. So let's check out daughter costume, because she came by to help out a little bit, and we'll see what that looks like. First, we're going to say Happy Halloween to this little gnarly bird over here, but she can be really scary. So we'll lift this ghostly cover and say something to her, and she'll squawk back. Let's see. There she goes. She has a huge fight with her bell every evening before she goes to sleep. She thinks it's her male mate, and she has to argue with it. All right, forget all that. And instead, does this look like the color of blood? There she goes. Instead of that, I didn't do a lot other than giving away candy, but I wanted to show you daughter Chelsea's cute outfit. There she is. She's Alice in Wonderland, I think. And yeah, do a nice pirouette for us. Very cute outfit, I think. Plus, the old man is happy because she didn't wear one of those slutty outfits that get fathers so pissed off, you know. So anyway, did you have a lot of, don't forget ASMR voice, did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters at your house, Chelsie?
We actually didn't give out candy.
Didn't give out candy?
No.
Did you leave your porch light off?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We carved a pumpkin.
Okay, when are we going to do another ASMR project?
Soon, hopefully.
How about an I Spy book? Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. What do you say?
That'd be nice.
Okay, cool. So for everybody else, don't mind the messy house. I'll show you what I have left over here. It's dark over here, no light, but we got this bowl of candy left over from the trick-or-treaters. Just thought I'd show you. And what am I going to do to keep from eating this stuff? See, I'm tempted to put it all into the refrigerator or the freezer. What do we got here? We got Milky Way. We got Crackle. Somebody told me that I should do these videos in whisper. Can you hear that bird? In whisper instead of soft-spoken. And give that a try. We got Twix. We got Mr. Good Bar. What else is in here? We got Snickers. You know, when I was buying this stuff, we got Three Musketeers. When I was buying all this stuff, somebody said to me, "Can I come to your house and trick-or-treat? Because I like your candy better." So, anyway, we got Crackle. I think there's Hershey's semi-sweet in here too, I'm sure of it. What else? I got, yeah, this is it, see? The Hershey's with the red label is semi-sweet. And so anyway, I'm going to try a ear-to-ear sometime with this thing. Got a stereo microphone, but, I'd have to put an external thing into it. So, what's this over here? Look how messy this place is. Somebody made this wreath. I believe that was Mrs. This is what Chelsie sings over here. She's got a giant book filled with all of this music. It's all classical. Most of it's in foreign languages that I don't understand. Claire de Lune and stuff. All kinds of exotic, classical, operatic, and dramatic, and what would you call it? Art songs. What else would you call these classical pieces, Chelsie?
So,
And what would be the genre of some of the other types? What would you say?
folk,
Folk, yeah.
Broadway.
Broadway tunes, right? Like what's this one? Ci vuole la zingarata?
That's
Italian
that's
opera. Okay.
yeah.
So anyway, she does all this really exotic. She's got quite a repertoire. I have to have her sing real soft to you sometime. See if she can do ASMR classical music. I haven't seen that done. Is it possible to sing in a really soft tone, or is that too hard?
Yeah, as long as the notes aren't too high.
Try, let's see, Piede Signore. Is there any low parts you could sing really soft? Try that one.
I don't know.
How about just a line? Remember, I can always edit this out if it's... Oh, that is actually perfect. I find that very ASMR-ish. What's on the TV? This is the Johnny Cash movie. What's that called? I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, that's like the June Carter character. The whole movie really is about his romance with June Carter more than his music. But the guy who plays him does the singing himself, so that was good. And so does the June... What is her name? Can you remember her name? The actress?
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, that's it. Reese Witherspoon. I have no brain for names. Who's the guy that played in Gladiator? That...
Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. See, I have to have a translator if there's any names or titles around, because that part of my memory doesn't work. So anyway, Chelsea's having fun talking to her bird over there because her bird keeps squawking. She's in a gnarly mood. She's a female bird, and she's having birdie PMS tonight. Okay, yes, that's right. That's another one of those sexist, misogynistic comments. But actually, I feel very bad for women, even birds, that have to go through this kind of thing. Us guys, us guys don't have to deal with it. So, whoa, my goodness, this bird only does this late at night, just before sleeping. She has to nag, or she doesn't feel complete in life. So even on Halloween. So also Chelsea's scary to her because she's not used to seeing that costume. And for some reason it freaks her out. We don't know why. She thinks Chelsea's a giant parrot or something coming to, be a giant rival bird. So wait, if I come take a peek at her, she'll probably squawk at me. Let's see. Let's check it out. Hello, little Henrietta. What do you say? Oh no, see, she's just a little nervous about the camera. she's going, what are you doing with that thing? So, uh-oh, the beak. Look out for the beak. It's so she's going to scare us with her beak. All right, we don't want to tease her in any way, so we'll let her be. So, good night, everybody. Okay, we're back. Got my light source here. My dim light source. And so here's my true paranormal story for you. The place where I live was once upon a time inhabited by the Ohlone Indian tribe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The Ohlone, I think. Ohlone. Anyway, we're in an area that was very marshy. Lots of good game and fish here once upon a time. But it was all underwater. At one time under the ocean when sea levels were about 700 feet higher than they are today. And there's shark's teeth here and prehistoric creature, remains and fossils and things from other eras, geologic eras. Anyway, off topic, the Indians lived here. And I wonder with some of their rituals if there might not have been some kind of element left behind. Because here where I live in this house, we had to replace our house because there was a weird sort of water damage thing going on that spread over years and rotted out floors and walls and all kinds of things. And eventually we had to have that place removed and put a new house here. The new house has been here for 15 years with me in it. No paranormal activity at all. But the old house, let me tell you what used to go on there for another about 15 or 14 years while I lived there. What would happen was, late at night, I'd be in my bedroom all alone by myself with the door shut, and I'd be drifting off to sleep or already asleep, and suddenly I would hear footsteps, very subtle, the floor creaking as something got closer and closer. Sometimes I'd hear it coming down the hall first, and but the door wouldn't open. Then I'd hear it in the room. And the next thing that would happen is the foot of the bed would depress as if someone just sat down on it. The first time or two this happened, I jumped up, Instead of laying prone, my head would pop up, and I'd look. There'd be nothing there, of course. And I would think to myself, is there any way the cat is in here? But it felt much, much heavier than a cat. You know how when someone sits on the foot of your mattress and you're laying down and the whole thing just compresses, that's what it was like. This happened about at least 15 times over the years. And eventually, I started to just think, if this is a paranormal spirit issue, it's pretty benign, because it never does anything to me. It just sits on the foot of the bed. So over the years, I got less and less scared. But then one winter, rainy, dark, quiet night, I was just drifting off to sleep, okay? and suddenly something was sitting on my chest. Sitting on my chest so that I couldn't breathe. And I was panicked. I couldn't speak and I couldn't breathe. It was as if something had come down inside and was holding me down with both hands and sitting on my chest. Not a heart attack, I can tell you that. Nothing like that. Not a panic attack either. Unless that came out of nowhere, you know. And I was gasping for air and saying a prayer. No, I'm not trying to be poetic. Don't you think that on Halloween it's appropriate that I fuzz in and out in a ghostly way like this? I'm not doing it, it's the camera trying to autofocus on me and failing. Anyway, or perhaps that presence is here, you know, messing with me now. So I just wanted to pass that little story on to you and see if you had anything like that ever happen to you. I've been watching a couple other people's. Somebody I'm fond of did a paranormal thing lately about their experience, and some other ones too. So anyway, I thought you would be interested in that. Perhaps on this Halloween evening, true story. And just remember my advice to you, as always. Don't ASMR and drive on spooky nights, especially.